Welcome back to Transforming Your Life Through Storytelling. Do you ever wonder why people argue with each other? From relationships falling apart to friendships breaking down to nations at war. It all comes down to one thing. We are all seeing the world through different eyes. And yet, instead of leaning in with curiosity, we get defensive, we argue, we assume that the other person's wrong. But what if they were not? What if they were seeing something that we can't? And this is why I chose this story for this week. It's simple, it's an ancient tale, but honestly, it's more relevant today than ever, and a truth that we all need to hear. Enjoy the story. Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived 6 blind men. One day, the villagers told them that there was an elephant coming to the village. Now, none of the blind men had ever encountered an elephant before, so they were curious. So they said, "Let's go feel it. We may not be able to see it, but we can still understand it." Each of them touched the elephant. One grabbed the leg and said, "Oh, it feels like a pillar." Another said, touching the tail, said, No, it's like a rope." A third one touched the trunk and said, No, it's like a thick branch." The fourth, touching the ear, said, "No, it's like a big hand fin." The fifth man put his hand on the elephant's belly and said, "No, it's like a huge wall." And then the last one's holding the tusk said, "You are all wrong. It's like a solid pipe." Well, soon their curiosity turned into frustration. They argued, they raised their voice, they got mad at each other, each convinced that he was right. Then a wise man happened to be walking by and heard them fight, so he asked them, "What's going on?" So they explained their disagreement. The wise man listened, smiled, and said, "You are all correct. Each of you touch a different part of the elephant. You are describing the same thing from your own perspectives." The blind men paused, and in that moment, something clicked. They stopped fighting and they started listening. Now, this story is not about the elephant. It's about us, our families, our relationships, our world. We are all blind men in a way, each of us feeling a different part of the same truth. We look at life through our own lens, our upbringing, our culture, religion, our traumas, our education, our fears and dreams. So when we disagree, it doesn't always mean that you're right and they're wrong. It just means they're all touching different parts of the elephant. So the next time you get into an argument, I invite you to pause and ask, what part of the elephant are they seeing that I am not? Because maybe, just maybe, their version of the truth is true for them based on where they have stood and the life experiences that they have gone through. Now, that doesn't mean that we abandon our values or pretend all things are equal, but it does mean we stop assuming that our view is the only one that matters. Now imagine the kind of world we would have if we leaned with more curiosity and less judgment, more listening and less lecturing, more humility and less ego. Okay? We live in dangerous times where it's easy to just block and unfriend people. So let's remember the story of the blind man and the elephant. You're not wrong. Perhaps neither are they. They're just seeing the world through different eyes. So instead of fighting over the elephant, why don't we learn from it?